Let's see. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Hold on 1 second. I think I got these switched. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you hear me now? What the heck? Why can't I hear it here? Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second, folks. I'm trying to fix the audio. Sorry about that. If you heard that, that was me accidentally. All right. We're just going to have to do it like this. Shoot. All right. Welcome to another edition of DMV Sports Show. I'm your host, Rasul McGee. It is Saturday, right? You're here Saturday. Hear the sports that you want to hear on your weekend. And we got a lineup that you wouldn't believe. As I stated before, I set a clock. Free agency tracker clock that counts down for the greatest thing on paper and on field is about to happen. We just completed, we still got 4 days. 4 days left. 4 days left until the 12th, where everything is going to fall like dominoes. But we just completed a year of being the best team to go to the championship, an NFC championship, and lose because of 1 game away from reaching the outstanding Super Bowl. But we were not there. But we just received breaking news that DEEBO is the new Washington Commander, and all we had to do was give a 5-round draft pick, not the count 5, but the round 5 draft pick to the 49ers. But we're not done yet. From what I read, okay, I can't get into that right now, but we got to go ahead and go to the other stuff. We're also going to talk about the Washington Commanders beating the Utah Jazz 125-122, and their next opponent is the Raptors tonight at 7:30. So check your local listings, go watch that game, and I guarantee you it's going to be one heck of a game to watch because the new additions, Millington and Marcus Smart, are actually doing some really good upgrades. And hats off to Alexander Sarr, Keyshawn, George, and Bub Carrington. They actually making names for themselves and increasing, and Champagne too. The team is actually gathering now and making points, and they got to work on defense. But you know what? They're actually doing pretty good. Washington Capitals are actually on fire. I literally like this team so much. Baltimore Orioles lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates, but there's some really good stuff happening here with the pitcher and the catchers, and the team is actually gelling. They're actually making some noise. They just recently beat the Red Sox. That's another thing too. So there's a lot happening. Maryland Terrapins today set a record, beating Northwestern 61-74. And now they are 24-7. If they hold on, they can be the Big Ten champions and then go into the NCAA with the win and be listed at number 3 in the Southwest, Midwest. It's going to be off the chain. We can't stop. There's one more. DC Defenders schedule came out, and boy, it's so favorable. Call-in numbers 512-543-4662. Make sure you state your name for the record and who you repping, because if you don't, you're going to be lost. With that being said, let's start the show. You know who you are. Yo, free agency frenzy. I can't stress it enough, bro. I am literally on the edge of my seat because there's so many good players out there that are asking for a deal and wanting to come play for Washington. I am literally off my rocker. I'm pretty sure you're hearing my voice and you're like, man, he's really off his rocker. I just said I was off my rocker. And I'm literally telling you right now, not then, but right now, that we could be getting Cooper Kupp or Stephon Diggs. Oh my God. I mean, a little bit Myles Garrett, Henderson too. We got enough cap now by letting go of Jonathan Allen. We set another standard of money cap room safety to get another DT less the price. Or drafting one. Oh man, I'm just literally on pins and needles right now, folks. When I tell you this, we are close. We are close. How close? Very close. Just close enough to go and just sit in the 50-yard line and just admire what we're about to do, because we're about to set a record, folks. We're about to set a record. Not a DC record. Not a go-go record. Not a hip-hop record. I would like, I'm not going to say, I could, rap a little bit. We're not doing that right now. We're talking about sports related. I'm talking about DC is going to have a commander-based franchise Super Bowl winning team next year. Next year. If we play our cards right today. Because right now, DEEBO is going to be here. Well, DEEBO's already here. I got Eric. I got Steve. I think that's Steve. Is that Steve right there, 771?
That's me.
That's you. All right. I got the panel ready to leap on this question I have for them. Before I give it, I got one more thing to say. If we do get Myles Garrett and we keep away the Eagles, I guarantee you the Eagles are going to be really upset. I think we might get somebody along with Garrett. I don't think it's Henderson, but if we get Henderson other than Garrett, I'm not going to be mad at that. If we get Von Miller, I'm not going to be mad at that. If we get somebody that's actually proven they can have that motor run in and out, because Dallas just went and got Osa and signed him to a 4-year deal. There was a post saying that he was already with us. I think that was made up then, obviously. But we are close, folks. We are so close to have an offense that is so lethal. Dallas, Eagles, and Giants are like, gosh, why couldn't we do that? Man. And you know how Jerry did. Jerry's like, I got to restructure their contract so we can keep up with the Commanders. Well, you know what, Jerry? You're lost anyway, sir. You're lost in the jungle. You know that land of the lost? You know when they were trying to find you? Yeah, that you were a skeleton bone in the swamp of tar. I mean that in the nicest way, Jerry. Sorry. But anyway, look, this is what I'm saying. We are so close. This free agency frenzy is going to be off the chain. And we're going to have enough cap room to sign free agency, undrafted, and NFL draft players that are going to be ready to play now. I don't know if y'all just, if I'm hype by myself, but I'm super hype. I'm talking about so hype, I could just go fly a kite. Not actually be the kite, but flying the kite would be hyper. Okay, I'm done. But I got a panel. Soon we got Coach and Louis Tenor coming in a little bit at maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll say it's about 3 minutes. And I think the question would be for these two panel supporters here. Do you think we're going after Myles Garrett or Henderson? Let's start with Eric and with Big Steve.
Good evening, everyone.
What's good, man? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Yeah, it's hard not to like what you see coming out of the Commanders right now. They got Bobby Wagner. I was a little concerned about that due to his age, but it's a one-year deal. And, they made him happy with the buddy. And that's good as well. So he knows. He knows, and he's aware, and he's like the glue that everybody wants. So I'm happy about that. There won't be a missing hole in leadership or in talent as far as that goes. What'd you say, Henderson or Garrett? I think Garrett's going to, well, somebody said it's getting ugly. I said it's already not pretty.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know Garrett that well, but it would be interesting for him to, sit out a couple months and see what they do. I'm just in here giggling at it. As far as, I think you said Henderson. I'm looking at, are you still talking about Hendrickson?
Yeah, Henderson.
Yeah. I like that concept. He probably, he's going to want to get paid, but he's not going to want to get insane, and bringing him in, he likes to work. I think, with the brotherhood kind of a thing,
mm-hmm.
I think he'll fit in with that. That he'll be accepted. So I'm kind of liking that. Given his numbers off the last couple of seasons, so we'll see. Other than that, Metcalf is not coming here from all reports.
Yeah, Metcalf was a no-go from the get-go because he's a type of person that has to be number one.
Him, don't get me wrong, I love to have him.
Anybody would love to have him, but his mindset when he was in Seattle, his mindset was give me the ball, stop holding the ball, and then he has this mentality to put a pacifier in his mouth. We don't need that here. we don't need that here.
Since we are still the DMV Sports Show, in the M part, the Ravens re-signed their left tackle, Ronnie Stanley. He was up for grabs for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
There was reports that he might go to New England and help out Drake May and them people. And I know I'm good friends with a Patriots fan, and I was like, man, I'm jealous because our boy down here, JD5, could use a little help too on the offensive line. But the Ravens stepped up, and they brought him back in. So,
but
we'll see. I like that Trey Henderson guy. I like his latest numbers. I think he will be a solid pickup for the team. Now, whether we pull that off just remains to be seen.
All right, cool. All right, Big Steve, go ahead.
Okay, well, we're going to get the Marcus on, so that's all that matters. He's from Dallas. He's going to be us all that matters. Now, two people in mind. Chase Young, former Commander, the money going to be looking good for him. He would love to come back to the Commanders.
All right.
And one person that interests me is Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack don't want to go back to Chicago. Everybody say he's going back to Chicago. No. He would love. He can play defensive end for the Commanders. He can also play linebacker for the Commanders. Get him $35 million. He'll play like a maniac for us. Mm-hmm. That would be our missing piece. But another piece is, like I told everybody, DEEBO Samuel was coming because of AP. I told everybody, they believe me. I got a lot of pride.
That's what's up.
But we are not missing. We missing. And I think the 29th pick is going to be the running back for North Carolina. Because he runs a
Yeah.
He's going to take Brian Robinson's place. Scattergood's in trouble because he owes this guy for ruining his NFL career. So that's going to be our piece. But Khalid Mack, Harrison is good, but Harrison ain't worth no $30 million a year. Barrett is worth $35 to $40 million a year. I'm taking him off. The Cleveland's not going to let him go with 2 years left on his contract. He will be sitting out the year. So Khalid Mack or Chase Young.
All right. So I don't mean to bust your bubble. I mean, you sound passionate, but I feel you, bro. You're 100%. Khalid Mack already said he wants to retire, so he's not coming to Commandersville. I would love to have Khalid Mack here, but the problem is that I think he lost his motor. He's more like day and night. I would say that, Chase Young, I would love to have Chase Young here, but Chase Young would have to be motivated to get off those blocks. When he was here, he couldn't get off the blocks. He had to play a lesser team to get off the blocks and have a big day. And plus, no shade to him. Let me say this, no shade to him, because we had a horrible defensive coordinator. But he has to get off the blocks quicker. I'm not saying that we don't have the coaches now, but when you're on the field, you could be hold the whole entire time, and those refs will not call holding until they absolutely see holding in their eyes. They be looking right at the player. Okay, that's not holding. That's not holding. Okay, he released. That's holding. Holding. And I hate that. But for him, he got to have that motor. And when he was in the Saints, you could see that he didn't have no holder. I mean, he didn't have no motor. Because JD5 was moving everywhere, so he just got off the field and they replaced him. Moving on.
We just lost our offensive. We lost one of the best free agents because Stanley stayed with Baltimore for less money. He just re-signed. I wanted to get him with Daniels, but he signed for Baltimore for less money, so 7.5 less money.
Well, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say congrats on your saying that Morgan Moses was going to be available. He's available. He's available.
No.
He's available. No, because Big Steve said that last Saturday. He said, we got to bring Moses back. I said, do you really want to bring Moses back after he had 2 hurt knees? And he said, and then Big Steve said, yeah, bring him back. Even though he's better.
He's a big body.
But you know what? They don't need him back though. But I wanted to congrats on you saying that.
Says who? We still are missing Cosby on that line.
But you know what?
Look, I get it. I get it, Moses. That sort of thing. He's older and he's got things and stuff like that. But to bring him home for a vet minimum or something like that, if he wants to come back, yeah, we need bodies. And instead of rolling the dice on somebody, unknown, unproven, I would be more than happy to bring Morgan Moses back because he's here. This is like his home. He's familiar with the situation, and we know what we're getting out of him.
Yeah,
okay.
Be back to October.
Okay. Well, I know Coach is eager to talk.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing, Coach?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Coach. Okay.
All right,
Hi.
Coach. Coach has the floor. What you got? So, Coach, my question is, would you rather have Myles Garrett or Hendrickson, since forming Cincinnati DE /linebacker?
I think Hendrickson would be a better. Yeah.
I like that answer.
I mean, Myles Garrett is cool. I like it. I just don't know if he would gel.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's already a drama queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know, you can't be like that if you're in this club.
Yeah.
Team.
That's right.
He's not gonna fight pain either.
I think.
And they, you know, they're gonna, you know, Terry McLaurin and all of them, and you know, the quarterback is the leader.
Right.
I was like, hey, yeah, Jaden is the leader, and I'm like, hey, we don't make other linemen the you know, the head.
Right.
No, that's the quarterback, and they all got to do it together. It's teamwork.
Absolutely.
And they clicked last season. I mean, they came together, man.
It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was like, wow. It's about to happen.
I was like, yeah. And even though our defense needs to be built up more, it's the fact that we had that defense, and I thought, yeah, but look how many games we won.
Yes.
Look at that. Because they wanted to win. Period.
Absolutely.
They had that gumption to, you know, to do their job.
It was beautiful.
And they just went out. That's the truth.
So go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No, go right ahead.
So what I have done is, since I started the tracker, it has really put everybody in the NFL world on fire. Now, I'm pretty sure that everybody else in the NFL has their NFL agency tracker, but I created it and put it in the group. So here is the few tracking. I know, man. I'm literally on pins and needles, because right now there's several. The recent one is they let go of Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks. They released DJ Metcalf. They released Geno Smith. Geno Smith now is a Raider with his head coach, former head coach over there. So they brought him over there, which is a bad thing, but that's on the Raiders. Let the Raiders do what they want.
Who said? I think it's kind of cute. I want to see what happens with that.
You think Geno Smith with the Raiders is a great thing?
I mean, like,
yeah,
get him out of Seattle. I mean, like, you know, he was dying up there. He didn't have a whole bunch of weapons. You know, his protection was suspect. Get him to the Raiders. Let's see what he do. Just give him a fresh start. I'm not saying he's going to win a Super Bowl, but I'm glad he's out of there.
Well, okay. So my thing is, I'm not saying his check downs are horrible. I'm saying he's not mobile. He is not mobile. This man can get beat at any given Sunday, because the league he's getting into is a strong, talented league. This is the AFC East. You got to take on the Chiefs. You got to take on the Broncos. You got to take on the Browns. You got to take on the Chargers. Now, don't get me wrong. The mastermind head coach from Seattle to the Raiders is fine, because you know Tom Brady is the co-owner of the Las Vegas Raiders and Chargers. Don't get me wrong. I like that he took it over, but the players on the field had to perform, and they had to perform now, because you got Patrick Mahomes and possibly Travis Kelce still on that squad, and you still got to tend with Andy Reid and them, and then you got to tend to Sean Payton, who's now a Bronco. You're not going to beat them on any given Sunday with the Geno Smith. I'm just calculating that in my head.
Why not? Those folks don't play defense.
Well, you know, well, that's true. He don't play defense, but you know that offense can put up points. So you have to contend with that. If you can't contend with that,
let's see how many points Dino puts up.
well, let's see. I would like to see that. Here are the free agencies right now. We got running back Ty Johnson from the Buffalo Bills. We got Reggie Gilliam. We got Amari Cooper. So we're targeting Amari Cooper. I think yes, we are. I already read a couple.
He's going with what Aaron Rodgers going at.
We don't know about that. If Aaron Rodgers somehow, some ways retires, then
I don't believe that for a minute that Washington's targeting them.
Well, I can send you the list. Okay.
As old as he is, and he's coming from Dallas.
Do the job. I wish he'd stay. I'm telling you. If we go and we get in a jam and he comes out there and screws up,
Exactly.
Well, we
extended our boy Chris Rodriguez, our rookie from last year, which I think is a very good move.
Yeah, that's a great move. Great move.
Yeah, I mean, he's good short yardage. He's got good speed in the open field. I think it's a very, very good move.
What
Rob, coming off an off year.
What he did in that game against the Falcons was one of the most courageous things. Was it Falcons or the Tennessee Titans? One of the two. But
neither one of them got a defense.
Well, but the thing about it is when you showcase that you can take on a carry like that and go north and south.
He did well, and I expect him to do well even against better teams.
Of course, Eric. I want that too. Because we got a really heavy knockout schedule coming up when they do the NFL scheduling. So we got to be on the A game. I think what they're doing, what Dan Quinn is doing, and Adam Peters is actually planning the exactly what we want moving forward. They already know, and before we even said it, they already know and started doing it, and that's what I like. Because the past regimes were like, we don't know what to do. We got to ask the fans. And when we ask the fans, they go the opposite. Yeah, we thought about that, but we're going to go with this guy. And it turns out horrible. You see what I'm saying?
What I used to hate in the past is that we bring somebody in. He's a great running back. Okay, we're going to put him at wide receiver. And it's like, you see what he do. It sounded creative and kind of fun, but it rarely worked out very, very well.
Well, you know what? I believe that Cliff right now understands the importance of him evolving as a play caller, which most coaches would not do. They would sit there and go, nah, we did everything right last year. Let's do that again. And that's what...
they're going to switch it up.
Yes, thank you. And then you go, I can't help but bring this person up, but Jay Gruden is that guy who would sit there and say, well, no, we did everything right last year. We'll keep it as is. And then wonder, hey, what happened? I don't know what happened. Who did this?
You got a point there, because he would always say, what happened?
Yeah, him and Ron Rivera would be like, I don't remember doing that. I really don't. Who did that? Me? I did this? No. We out of the playoffs? When? Oh, we are. It was just sad. But now we are actually, good. So moving forward, that we are actually here in this. So we got to move forward. We got to move 629.
We would get to. I'm telling you.
Before we move too forward, we were talking about defensive people.
Yeah.
And there's a little undercurrent going around about us stealing what's his name, Sweat from the Eagles. I don't know if that's possible. They're probably going to re-sign him, but it's interesting that he's a free agent here, Josh Sweat.
Yeah, and, I don't think we're going to get him because they're probably going to re-sign him. They have enough time to re-sign him because the new league here is March 12th.
Right.
So it's not
But
going to happen.
His numbers weren't quite as good as Hendrickson, and we'll probably be swinging for the fences in that direction anyway.
Right. I think just like Ose.
It's just a little bit of NFC East intrigue, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I think what's funny about this is that we constantly are in free agencies, and it's the most funniest thing in the world because, you know, we the Giants don't want us to have another blowout, and the Eagles don't want us to have another blowout, and then Dallas don't want us to, you know, improve. So they blocking everything, right? They blocking us, and I'm like, really? Y'all doing this?
Eagles are busy.
They want to make sure we don't get what we really need.
It's really funny.
They want to make sure we don't get better than them. That's for sure.
That's exactly right, and that's why
That's exactly it, right there.
they're letting go of one of their most, you know, productive defensive player, but they signed Braun to a 4-year deal. They are letting go of what's that guy's name? He used to be a headache for us. Flex, yeah. Play, yeah. There's Clay. There's Slay. You know.
Slay,
yeah. And
I don't get it. I mean, like, you know, these teams, you know, they make the Super Bowl and then like half the people leave. It's like, I think the Eagles are going to try to keep the band together, and I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? But that always blew my mind. Why does that happen? I mean, I understand that people want to get paid, and some people, you know, they sacrifice for a ring and that stuff sort of thing. But we'll see what happens.
They know what they got. If they quit, it's going to work.
Yeah, okay. They really understand that we are a few pieces away of beating them, and they don't want us to beat them, so they want to go for another Super Bowl run. But here's I'm sorry to tell you this, Eagles.
Nasty in the playoffs, though. I gotta give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
They took both us and the Chiefs to the woodshed.
They did. They literally did. But, you know, we actually jumped the gun a little bit. But, you know, we are also targeting the quickest man in football, Tyreek Hill, from the Miami Dolphins. I told you we were targeting the guy, Stephon Diggs and Cooper Kupp. So we'll see how that's going to go, because it's getting to a point where, you know, we're about to say, you know, we might get, you know what, I don't know. I'm gonna ask the panel. Would you?
A lot of it is media hype. I mean, like, you know, I understand we're better and people might want to come here and stuff like that, but what does that mean? We don't want everybody that wants to come here. I mean, like, Diggs, I can get it. You know, he coming back to his old alma mater, Maryland, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them people is just, you know, they just need to fill some column space, some airwaves until the real draft starts, until the real free agency starts. Some of that I just kind of like take with a grain of salt. Cooper Kupp coming to the Skins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we really want to spend that kind of money to make sure he comes?
Wait a minute. You telling me you wouldn't want a Cooper Kupp to be in the offense next to Scary Terry?
He'd be all right.
I know,
but at what cost?
Well, it's not going to cost much.
Everybody in the damn near the league, you know, it's like, he's to me, he's not that type of talent.
Well, here's
got to like swing for the fences.
Well, here's the thing. If he does come here, just imagine how the defense would react, and that would give. See, I played the scenarios in my head, right? If you look at the wide receivers that are now on the free agency, you look at, let's say Cooper Kupp and Stephon Diggs, right? Let's say their style of play is running vertical, right? Or a bracket route, right? So that gives Scary Terry a free pass in the middle of the defense, which is a touchdown, or basically a 20-yard play. Now they have to go back and play what? The worst cover 3 they could ever play, because they don't want to get beat deep. Now you just open up what? The A and B gap for
DEEBO.
For DEEBO, exactly. So now you look at the 2 wide receivers, and you bring so the defense now brings and what we call is a 2-man under, which you take a strong safety and cover the deep, and you bring in the free safety covering the inside portion. Now who's wide open? Bates or De'Ami Brown if we keep De'Ami, right? Or DEEBO. So now you have to play around with this. Now you know that we got enough weapons that a defense cannot cover. Now we can sneak a tight end, a Cole Turner, or John Bates underneath, or running back in that case of matter, or Scary Terry. So the endless possibilities of Cliff is like.
Oh yeah, Cliff's gonna have big fun, but none of that works if like Jaden Daniels is busted up.
Well,
behind the line.
True.
We need offensive. We need linemen.
True.
And I would get those. I would prioritize that before Cooper Kupp.
Well, you could get 2 for 1. It's like a sale. You could get 2 for 1. You know, free agency is not going to be one person and then the next. They're going to package a deal. We got cap now. We got cap. We could get 5 guards. We can get, well, let's not go crazy or so. We could get two left tackles. We could get 2 right tackles. We could get 1 left tackle, 1 right tackle, and 2 guards, left and right.
I like your enthusiasm. Forgive me for Redskins PTSD over the last 10 years. So.
Hey, listen, bro. It's so happy to have these type of problems because we haven't had them for a while, and to see.
All you gotta do is say, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna pay you."
Right.
You
right. Have you ever seen the movie Training Place?
Have the brotherhood. That's what they're looking for.
This analogy falls under a great movie. Remember Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd when they were younger?
Of course.
Remember the end of when they're in Chicago and they're buying the stocks, and then they got the whole people around them, and Eddie Murphy goes, "Yes, I buy," and he goes, "Yes, buy." Okay, buy. That's me in the free agency going, yes, you're signed. Yes, you're signed too. Yes, you're signed. Monty, that's me right there. That's me saying, "Come on in, money. Yes, come on." And I feel like we're in that moment right now because we can get any talent we can, and we can actually negotiate because we have the pot pool of wealth. Come on in, play for this organization, and we'll get to the Super Bowl.
Why a lot of them were saying, "Hey, I want to go to Washington." Or was it because we finally lit up?
Yeah.
I think it was both.
Of course.
I think it was both.
Well, I think
we got a lot of people like that, and like I said, what you say sounds good. I'm just glad it's AP and not Russell.
That's what, we're gonna have a little talk, Eric. That was underhanded, bro. I would definitely play good fun.
That was bad.
Yeah, so
we spend all our money on everybody that wants to come here. It's like, okay.
That's wrong, man. You know what? I would be very, very disciplined, bro. I wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's the kicker that missed the field goal. You're signed." I would never do that. Come on now.
We do need a kicker. What the hell? We got Gonzalez back. Where's our boy?
Wait a minute. What's his name is staying with us?
Yeah.
He's signed.
So Zane and the other guy, so the other guy's on injured reserve, but he's coming back during preseason. So there's going to be a competition. Most likely, the guy that we had before is going to win. Zane has OCD, and I think it's Andretti or something like that. No, the guy's last name, the one that we had before, isn't the last name is Andretti? Yeah, something like that. Oh, Seifert. Yeah, Seifert. Yeah. So
I'm gonna spread you up.
So again, there's something wrong with this person who just came in. Anyway, there's so many things. There's so many things we can actually do.
Hear that, guys?
No, we don't hear that. So if you listen,
We don't hear that.
yeah, thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. But if you look at the things that we have across the board, each team is sending their players out. There's a lot of players that are going to retire because they are not going to seek any type of deals or anything like that. They're going to probably be special teams add-ons, you know, or they're just going to be let go because, you know, there's going to be rooms coming from the undrafted free agents. And those are the ones that are going to be signed because they have talented, you know, attributes that help the team. Now, for me, you have to be a top talent person to be on that list. And on that list that we have is the one person I want to see excel in this preseason, and that is Kashmir Allen. Kashmir Allen used to be a kickoff returner / wide receiver for the UCLA Bruins. I believe he has the talent to stretch the field on kickoffs. Now, I know we used I forgot that guy's name. Forgive me, I forgot his name. But, you know, he used to be good. I think he lost speed, and he showed he lost speed. But he got that touchdown against the Eagles last minute. Can he do that again this time around? That should, you know, I don't know. You know, there's a little thing that we have to understand.
He used to play for Duke, right?
He used to play for Duke?
Yeah, he used to play for Duke.
I don't know if he played for Duke. I just know.
And then he played for us, and then he went to the Jets for
No. You're talking about Johan Dotson. No, I'm not talking about Johan Dotson.
No. He used to play for Duke, and then he played for us for a couple of years. Start with a C. And then we got him. We got him back, and he scored that 6-yard touchdown pass for us against Philadelphia.
Oh man, I know who you're talking about. I can't get his name either.
But yeah, we brought him back. Yeah, number 80.
Yeah, we brought him back.
Yeah. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, 80. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that's the number.
He ran kickoff returns for us. He did better for passing for us.
See that? Yeah, he ran against the Giants and scored a touchdown. He ran against the Eagles and scored a touchdown. He did that against the Ravens and scored a touchdown. I can't get his name because, God.
Because he used to play wide receiver for Duke.
Yeah, I didn't know what university he went to, but this guy.
It's good.
Yeah, so
first name S, second name C. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to chase Young back.
He wasn't a bad wide receiver for us, but he went to the Jets for more money. We're gonna trade him away.
I can't get his.
Because remember, because our coach traded him away.
Right.
That's true. I don't think he left. He was kind of like traded away or something.
Yeah, he's back with us now.
Yeah, I know.
And that's we receivers.
Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder.
Yeah, Jamison Crowder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God I said, I remember. But I think if I do have my moments where I can't remember players' names, like my favorite player, D'Angelo Hall. But I think this is the year he has to prove himself, because this is what it matters. This is where it matters most. You know, just like for the Eagles last year, that meant for them, they actually took the moment and excel. I know they had the little spurts, but then they fixed it and went on that run. But for us, we got a taste of it. You know,
and don't forget we got Brown out too now. Don't forget we got him also.
Right, we got
the receivers, we got the tight ends. We need another we need another left tackle.
Offensive lineman. You're right, Eric. We do need an offensive lineman.
And we need a safe. You know what you call it? A juice is Merry Christmas. We already every commander, Redskins fan know that. So goodbye to him. So,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I do think.
Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, John.
I was
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't so emotional about him, but it just got on my nerves how much he had a microphone in front of his face. Obviously, he was a media favorite, and not a lot of this was his fault. You know, we was a bad team with bad coaching and bad GMing and all that kind of good stuff. But he would always break his neck, it seemed like, to get in front of a mic and all this kind of good stuff under the guise of leadership.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I kind of get that, but like, I want to see leadership on the field. I'm tired of listening to the soft soap and the apologies. Can we stop somebody?
You know,
and then you fight your own teammate on nationwide TV against the Cowboys.
I just wish I just didn't feel so happy about him leaving. But I am.
I think.
But I am too.
I think.
I mean, he played for the team. He played and sweat for the team. I should probably give him more props than I'm giving him. But I'm just glad he's gone.
I think what happened.
Somebody changed my mind.
All right, I got you. So the good thing about this is, folks, that we still have a ton of cap space and a ton of players out there with talented attributes that can help the team out. And guess what? To fill that void in Eric's heart, we are going to put a DT that is known to cause havoc in all opponent offenses, and we're going to be all right, because I know there's a DT out there that we have not seen or heard of until we actually see what he can do on the field. He might be a former Raven. He might be a former Bill.
We got Newman.
You know?
We got Newman. Newman's our new DT.
Well,
And
I mean,
Johnny
Newman, he's okay, but he's not going to be the future DT.
Oh, no. He's good.
No, I know
really
he's good. I'm just saying, but if we're drafting a DT or getting a free agent DT, he is going to be on the reserve, because I'm pretty sure. Let me say this. I mean, I really like Fedarius Mathis, right? But he was a cancer in the locker room.
Yeah.
But
Was he?
Yeah, because he wasn't all for the brotherhood. He wasn't for the brotherhood, because he wanted to be the guy in that position, because Jonathan Allen was hurt.
He couldn't see the field.
Yeah,
Look, I wouldn't mind seeing Nardis come back.
No, bro, what are you talking about? That would bring pain to people's eyes. Come on, dog. Remember he ended RG.
Nardis was a good defensive tackle.
Bro, he ended RG3, bro. Nobody wants to see that.
Ioannidis, our defensive tackle.
Oh, Unitas. Okay. My bad. I thought you said Nagata.
No, Ioannidis was the man. I missed him.
No,
I missed him.
Ioannidis.
Oh yeah, my Unitas. Yeah, bring him back. Yeah, of course. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, bring him back. He was a great defensive tackle.
Yeah, bring him back. If he's on the list of free agency, they better bring him back, because he was the guy who set this the record for us. 1 year? Man, that was.
7.5 sacks.
No, yeah, that dude knew what to do. He knew exactly what to do. So bring him back.
More money
Well, now,
we got a smart GM. Trust me, we have a smart GM.
I agree.
Believe me, he's doing the best for look. He's doing the best for us, not just the team, but the fans. And believe me,
picking that I really, he's really standing out for us.
So
we said get DEEBO, and what did he do? He got DEEBO. We lit the bomb before everybody else did.
Absolutely. I think AP understands the logist of what it takes to get this football team to move in a more productive way. And he proved that last year. And I have no problem with what he does this year, because I know it's going to be phenomenal. Because when I saw DEEBO,
the way he picked
Yeah.
certain players.
Yeah.
And they came together. I was like, this is it, man.
Right. You get that moment. You get that slow clap moment when you're like.
A former running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he said, Washington Commanders do not get May. He said, you better get Daniels. He told Chicago, get Daniels. Chicago didn't listen to him. He said, what do he know? Merle Harrell's looking like a man on the top of the mountain saying, see, Washington Commanders, thank you so very much. Even, look, you went to Doug Williams. You got Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Best black Super Bowl MVP quarterback. You went to him, and look what happened.
So
all you can do is go nothing but
the Lord was looking out for us.
That's right. After 30 years.
Washington was pointedly not interested in, I mean, they kind of looked at May, but I know one thing, they didn't want Caleb, that's for sure.
Oh, my God.
Look.
And I'm so glad they weren't.
I'm so happy.
He doesn't suck. I mean, like, he could have a better team around him, but, like, I'm so glad we got Daniels instead.
We have struck gold with the acquisition of getting this rookie to be a Commander and prove that he was not by far the best quarterback on that selection, second to Michael Penix. I wanted Michael Penix. I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm saying it here, folks. I'm wrong about,
And he's a
I hear you. No, I'm giving you your props. I'm giving Russell his props because that's exactly right.
You know what I mean?
He was all for Penix, and I appreciate you, man, and I hear you, and I accept you.
Appreciate you.
Iron Knight, he's coaching college now.
Yeah.
Iron Knight is coaching college now. He didn't play in the league last year. He was coaching somebody's community college or whatever.
Man, but we're going to have to protect him.
Yeah, and I believe we will because, Adam Peters knows that, hey, listen, now we got JD5, and now we got two running backs that can actually prove themselves in this offense. We got to get somebody around him that knows that, hey, listen, when you go around that left tackle, you're not going to sack him. And that's what we got to do. We got to go through the draft. We got to go through free agency. We got to go through undrafted rookies and find that golden ticket, to get the middle. You know what? We should bring back Wes Martin. Let's bring back Wes Martin because Wes Martin, he was good at that right guard position. He was one of the best guards.
I'm bringing back Sheriff. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
I'm bringing him back.
Brandon Sheriff. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
because we need those type of the line to be whole.
Sheriff, he was good. So I think he's done. I don't think he wants to play anymore.
I think he got a little. I think he got a little left in the tank. But if we don't, we still got a whole bunch of people out there who used to be Commanders.
Money too.
Yeah. We got 7 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and go to the Wizards. The Wizards beating the Utah Jazz 125-122, and they take on the Raptors tonight at 7:30. We also have to talk about the Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles lost to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 6-3, and we are seeing really good players evolve in that rotation. I cannot tell you how much happy I'm seeing the Orioles actually evolving because we got Batista, and then POVICH is actually throwing like he's not a rookie no more. He is a veteran, and this guy literally is throwing. And then we got to get, Holiday on point. Hi, caller. How you doing? You from Leesburg. How you doing? All right. Well, this person. How you doing, Leesburg? Oh, that's you. Nice. Jeez. I know. She got to stop doing that. You need to go to sleep. Take your Campbell soup butt to sleep. All right.
Lady Turf went to the Big Ten tournament. They lost in the quarterfinal round. You know, I love Brenda Freeze. You know, I love my lady Turf. They're getting ready for the big dance at NCAAs.
Right.
The Caps are still being the Caps. You know, they're dominating the Metropolitan right now. They won the other night, 5-2 on a comeback win.
Hey, what's the count? What's the count for OZ?
Tom Wilson is on fire, and OB is down to 10 goals.
10 goals.
9 goals. 9 goals.
9 goals.
9 goals with about 9 or 8 games left.
Whoo, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it, bro. I'm going to lose my cool.
The Caps right now is, you know, they're great on the ice. They're worried about the announcing because, like, Joe Beninati and crew, you know, they're the hometown announcers. They, you know, people are like that. We hope it's not a national game and they get shut out. We want to hear from our guys, you know, calling it properly instead of the national crew that doesn't care. So that's just a little tidbit. But, yeah, the Caps are doing well, and it's time to start feeding Obi, and let's get this thing done.
I couldn't say it any better. All right, so
I agree.
Who would you like to see us get now before the free agency starts? Let's go with Big Steve and end with Eric.
Khalid Mack.
Remember, he's going to retire, though.
No,
You keep saying that, but I don't see anything about it.
Well, it was on First Take. They were talking about Khalil Mack is going to retire because he kept saying he was going to. Okay, Khalil Mack. Okay, all right. Coach.
Hey, I think you know who I want.
I know exactly who you want.
I want Tootin. I want my Virginia. It ain't just because it's Virginia Tech. I just spotted him. I watched him, and it's like they said, his middle name is Speed.
Right.
I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. No. Man, that would be cool.
It would be great.
That would be so cool.
It would be great because I believe that would help us in the running game. Most of anything. And I think looking at his tapes in Virginia Tech as well as his combine, the man knows how to run the football between the gaps. So he's gap control running. So I have no problem with saying that guy needs to be with the Commanders. Eric.
Yeah, I haven't been tracking the draft as well as I could be because I've been following free agency and I want Hendrickson to come. So I'll just put my vote behind whatever Rasul says for the draft.
Man, that's shocking, man. You said that right now, man. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much, man. That's what's up. I would say defensive-wise, with 3 minutes to go, defensive-wise, we definitely need to stock up on defense because the Eagles are stocking up on defense. Dallas is stocking up on defense. Giants are the only ones that haven't really stocked up on defense, but they're stocking on offense instead because they just signed Tommy DeVito to a 4-year deal, but they haven't really signed Drew Luck. So there's something going on with the Giants right there, but we need to stock up on the defense side ASAP because we just signed Bobby Wagner. To have Hendricks here, it would be a great upgrade because that edge would be solidified on that side. What we need is the inside interior. I know Deron Payne can't do it by himself. And, yeah, we got Johnny Newton, but we need somebody else because if Newton gets hurt, he's going to get hurt because he just came off of injuries to be in the lineup. We got to be somebody in there that can actually go for it. Now, we got Holmes, we got Armstrong. Are we going to bring them back? That remains to be seen. With that being said, with 2 minutes to go, I want to thank We want to say Big Steve. I wish Lou was here. Big Steve, Coach, Eric, and the Kimber Suit Lady. We're going to have to bring you back because you're probably unable because you can't get your Kimber Suit. Prices are too high. But anyway. So, yo, be safe. You're human first, everything second. You're conquered by definitions, overconquer your dreams. Be safe. God bless. Have a great week, great weekend. And I'll see you next Saturday when we talk about the continued countdown to free agency. So everybody, it's going to be chaotic. Dominoes are going to fall. So be safe. All right, everybody.
Yeah, be safe.
All right. God bless.
God bless.
God bless. Turn your clocks up.
God bless.
With that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming to the DMV Sports Show and entertaining us. There's going to be a whole line of things happening. NFL free agency is going to be a dominoes following. So check out the countdown and the group. It's the DMV Sports Show on Facebook. Add yourself in. We'll love to have you. And yes, you're human first, everything second. You're conquerors by definition. Go conquer your dreams. I'm out. Peace. Be safe.